Russian President Vladimir Putin has so far shrugged off any potential impact of those sanctions. But should the Ukraine crisis escalate even further, there could be an impact on European and Russian economies even greater. As Natalie Feary reports from Moscow.
All you need to do is walk down the street in Moscow to see that this former Soviet state is now very much an international economy, bringing for some the trappings of great wealth. And trade with Russia has brought significant benefits to other countries too, among those the US and some in Europe, who say they will ramp up sanctions as Russia moves to absorb Crimea. Russia has already seen $60 billion of capital outflows this year, according to the country's economy ministry. This could significantly rise if trade sanctions are imposed, the effects of which would prove very damaging to Russia's economy.
That kind of capital outflow, according to our estimates, would really then drive Russia quite deeply into recession.
A weakening of Russia's economy will hit businesses like Valerian's. He imports food from Greece, so is worried about a possible trade dispute with Europe.
The ruble has fallen. Olives cost me 45% more than a year ago. I can't put prices up that much. If this carries on, I won't be able to trade at all.
Firms that export from Russia could also be hit if trade is affected in the coming months. But for many Russians, there is one major concern.
The weakening of the ruble does lead to a buildup in inflationary pressure. And if you ask an average Russian, what is the single most painful factor, the number one consistently with around 70% was inflation.
But Europe will also feel the effects if Russia responds to economic sanctions with countermeasures. Russia could start to move more of its reserves away from the dollar towards emerging markets currencies and move trade and investment away from the West towards Asia. So Vladimir Putin has his own bargaining power when it comes to considering his next steps. Natalie Feary, CCTV, Moscow.